What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another Cleveland Browns training camp position preview video for you guys. And in today's video, I'll be previewing the Browns secondary. And I'll be honest with you guys, I know some of you might disagree with me on this, especially those of you out there who are not Browns fans. But I honestly think the Browns will have a top 5 secondary in the NFL this year if they can stay healthy and if they are utilized correctly. But I have no worries about these guys being utilized correctly because I trust Jim Schwartz. Jim Schwartz knows how to utilize the team secondary. Yeah, he's going to have these guys in position to succeed. He's not going to leave these guys hanging like Joe Woods did many, many times. You know, these guys shouldn't really have an issue like they did with Joe Woods' defense. I can't tell you how many times last year we had busted coverages. It seemed like every time you looked, there was a busted coverage. Hopefully, we don't have that problem this year. Now, with that being said, let's dive right in because this video is probably going to be a long one. Before I get into it, as always, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll be live in a little while for my series recap of the Pirates series as the Guardians took 2 of 3. Once again, bullpen blew it. Gotta love it, right? And then I'll preview the Phillies series as the Guardians return home as we're getting closer and closer to the trade deadline. And I'll be honest with you guys right now, not getting a good vibe when it comes to the Guardians making trades. Guess we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, with that being said, let's get right into it. And we're going to start off with the cornerbacks. And for those of you who do not know how these videos work, simply go back and watch the last couple of videos that I've done, and you'll get a good idea of how I do these things. But yeah, we're going to start off with the corners who I view as safe. And obviously, you have the main guys, Denzel Ward, this guy right here, you know, of course, Greg Newsome, and Martin Emerson Jr., who was really good last year. Then you got the backups, A.J. Green, the rookie Cameron Mitchell, and the special teamer Mike Ford. Yeah, Mike Ford was brought in exclusively as a special teams guy. And if he's actually playing cornerback for us, then, yeah, we got problems. Yep. You know those guys. When they're playing actual corner, when you brought them in to be special teamers, you know you got a problem. Yep. Now, the corners on the bubble, I have Graham Jr., Westry, and former Buckeye Tanner McAllister. I really think Tanner can make the team, but it's going to be tough because the cornerback unit on the Browns is very talented, very good, and somewhat deep, too. McAllister's going to have a really good camp to be able to crack the final 53. I think he's probably going to wind up on the practice squad, though. So we'll see how that goes. I really like McAllister, though. Not just because I'm a Buckeye fan. Like, this ain't Buckeye bias talking. I think he's really, really good. And then in the better ball out category, of course, I have Biggers and Keys. I don't think these guys really last through camp. I could see these guys getting cut if we need to add to another position group or whatever. So, yeah, Biggers and Keys, I don't think they're going to make the roster at all. I don't even think they make practice squad. I could be shocked. You never know. Now, you look at the safety position for the Browns, and they did make some changes, of course. The big one was Juan Thornhill. Of course, they brought in Rodney McLeod, who played under Jim Schwartz in Philadelphia, won a Super Bowl with Jim Schwartz, so he knows the system, and that's good to have. A guy that's played in the system, and he can help these guys adjust to it. But, of course, you got Delpit, who is an absolute monster. I think he's going to have a good year this year. And then, of course, Thornhill. You know, he has that championship resume. He knows how to get it done. I was so happy when I saw we signed Thornhill. I really was. I mean, just go watch the freaking video of me talking about the signing. I was hyped. Now, looking at the guys on the bubble, just Ronnie Hickman and Bell. I think, again, Ronnie, just like Tanner McAllister, I think Ronnie can definitely make the team. But again, it's going to be tough. I mean, he could easily end up just like Tanner on the practice squad. But again, we'll see how things go. And then in the better ball out category, I have just Bubba Bolden, just like Biggers and Keys. I think he's probably going to get cut at some point to make room on the roster for another position group, especially if injuries start piling up at a certain position group, because you know how camp is. Hopefully, this team can stay healthy, because I truly believe if this team can stay healthy, this unit especially, will be one of the best in the league. They definitely have that possibility, the potential. I'm really excited to watch our secondary this year. Now, when it comes to position battles in camp, overall, I am so excited to watch our corners against our receivers, especially Denzel Ward against Amari, Greg Newsome against Elijah, Emerson going up against DPJ. And how about like AJ Green versus Marquise Goodwin? How about that one, huh? That would be fun. How about David Bell versus Mitchell? Did they face each other in college? Like, mano y mano? I know Northwestern's faced Purdue before, obviously, but did Mitchell and Bell match up on the field? I don't know if they did or not. I have to look that up. That's interesting. I have to look that up, see what happened. But yeah, I think our safety unit is also really good. But yeah, we'll see how these guys do in camp. And of course, if we make any other signings, if they're big ones, I will definitely be making videos. But I'm sure you guys saw by now that Perion Winfrey got himself into a little bit of trouble after I specifically told him to not do something dumb. So what did he do? He did something dumb. Not going to exactly go into it, but yeah, just go look up Perion Winfrey on Twitter. Yeah, freaking woke up to the news that we cut him, and I was like, what the heck happened? Sure enough, he got himself into a bit of a situation. I guess you could say he was another one of those attitude guys, you know. He's got an interesting past. He's had an interesting career so far. He's a wild one. Yep, he's one of those guys. Has a little bit of a temper. He's a dog, that's for sure. I mean, we saw this dude literally barking on camera after we picked him up, after we drafted him. He's like, and then we were all like, yeah, we like this guy. And then he came here, and yeah, he's been acting a fool ever since. Nice. So now, I saw someone actually comment saying I should do a video on some possible replacements. I kind of already did that. Just go watch the D-line videos I did earlier this offseason talking about other D-linemen we could sign. I'm sure we're going to at least sign one more D-lineman. I know Browns fans have some names in mind. Matt Ioannidis, Shelby Harris. I mentioned a Dom Kung Su, but I don't think that's going to happen. He's probably going to wait until damn near the start of the season to sign somewhere. He's not going to want to do training camp. We'll see what happens. But that's going to wrap it up for this video. And I believe I only have 3 more position preview videos to do now. Tight ends, running backs, and special teams. Man, these videos fly by. It's crazy, isn't it? You know it's really flying by when you see that rookies and quarterbacks officially reported to Berea today. Now, for those wondering, I believe that everyone reports to Berea, and then they head to the Greenbrier in West Virginia all together to start training camp down here in West Virginia. It'll be interesting to see how things go at the resort. Of course, those sessions are private, so no fans allowed. But I believe the beat writers will be there, so at least we'll get some content out of that. But yeah, with that being said, I'm Crazy Dog, and I will see you tomorrow when I preview the Browns tight end position. Should be a fun group to talk about. But with that being said, I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Browns. See you guys later. Bye-bye.